手链，也是苗族的。可以吃到大概50。
We're off the Lee River.
So let's walk a little bit further up.
We've come through a sea of people. A sea of people.
We are the sea.
Unfortunately, we've lost 2 of our group. We're going to allow them to fend for themselves, Jane. I'm kidding. It's a tired kind of a feeling. There's Gloria. What a wonderful woman she is. The Graceland escort has arrived.
Hey guys, let's go get on everyone. 3 cars. 3 cars. Whichever way you like. Go one.
Don't dilly-dally.
Which one?
Let's go
Grab
to the
one.
side. Go to the other side.
We're moving away from the Lee River. Special shuttle. And the air feels good. Notice all the shops on the right-hand side. Yangshu. This is Yangshu? Yeah. West Street, Yangshu, China, 2018.
West Street is famous for, souvenir street or shopping street.
Okay.
Well, lots of European people, American people, when they come over here, they like to stop. Anyway, just even they don't do any shopping, it's just for fun. You take a walk around and see the local people's life. And then, some young guys from Europe, they even settle down here. They marry the local people. So that's why it's famous for Foreigner Street.
That looks good right now. Aw, no money. She is tiny.
She's negotiating. Debating whether to get my mom a fan. I either get her a fan or nothing.
What is your name? Who are you?
Max.
You speak English?
Do you see KFC?
Nope. We are leaving the West District to go back to our hotel, and it could not come any time sooner. A lot of people are tired from the cruise today. Yours truly. Look at all the motor scooters. This is our driver.
Very good driver.
He's He's not in a very good mood, I can tell you that right now.
He's concentrating.
Yes, he is, my beloved. That's where we're staying, right there. Is that it? Really?
I didn't realize they built hotels. I just thought they just funded the road. Right. Which was also very simple, but I just... We'll have a tight time. I have no tickets. I think on those little rafts, you know, there's like 3 or 4 pipes. Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
那就出来了，还是跑廊吗？
对，要是这个东西，放弃多细的。
一大一大的，咱也不知道。
那发给你的，最起码1-2米。
啊，多少？
有个
在香蕉的吗？
香蕉农有个，最起码2米，2米是单体。那个在香蕉有6-7米，
It's Thursday, May 16th. And some of us are going to go rafting. Uh-oh, there's Charles.
Okay, right over there, do you see the lotus blossoms? Every year in May, June, and July, you can see lots of lotus blossoms in this area because Chinese people, we love the whole plant of lotus. We eat the lotus roots. We can chop them into slice pieces, stir fry it. It's sweet and crunchy. And then before we harvest the lotus seeds, you know, it's also a kind of Chinese herbal medicine. And before we harvest the lotus seeds, we also like to harvest the big leaves. You dry the leaves, and then if you make tea out of the leaves, it's good for, it will reduce your high cholesterol. And then you can lose weight. And when people, yes, you can lose weight. And when people go to temples, they also like to bring the lotus blossoms to the Buddhas. So we use the whole plant of lotus.
Taking a break from our bicycling trip up to the rafting trip to catch some of the scenery. So we're on the outskirts of Hangzhou, I guess. Parking lot area there, but everything around is just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. God lover. Trying to make a living. There's a child on the back of that scooter.
Excuse me, let's park the bike here.
That was about 45 minutes. Woman working in the field. Well, this could be kind of scary.
It's real bamboo, it's not PVC.
You want me to get on that thing? Is that what you're saying to me? This is crazy.
Stay in the middle.
We are getting on our individual rafts. Here we go. This is the Yuyuan River. Yuyuan River. This is our guy. How are you?
How are you?
What is your name?
My name is Lisi.
Elise. Paul.
Evelyn.
Evelyn. This is the famous bamboo raft trip down the Yuyuan River. And it is a little scary at first. This is the little craft we are on.
I wonder how they bend the bamboo.
Evelyn wants to know, how do they bend the bamboo? I
Look,
think
you lean back.
you can lean back and relax. A lot of people making money, at least they ought to be. Tourists have not arrived here. We bicycled here. And this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. This is our tour boat captain. Love this guy. And there is Linda and Howard.
We're loving this.
What makes you? What,
This is proof
how do you
that
know
Howard
you end up in the water?
Sakima, esteemed pediatrician,
I would ride with Paul.
what a guy he's turned out to be. Wonderful man,
Howard?
wonderful alumni.
He was probably already wonderful.
No, but this trip has borne it out.
Is that camera waterproof?
No.
Then maybe you won't end up in the water.
That'd be a shame to lose all that film.
Most of it's in my computer already.
Oh.
We have paddles. He's getting ready to go over a rough area.
He is?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Saying this is going to be rough. Heavy. Holy sh. This is crazy.
Get your thing in. Woo! Yeah!
That was not good. Good video. Howard and Linda.
Sit back and relax for a minute.
穿中国爷的不敢脱的衣服，刚才那我妹妹就给他脱那个衣服，是吧？
Must be a little villa thing. Oh, I forgot to put my foot up.
Yes, you did, hon.
You didn't tell me. One foot, but not the other. I forgot.
This is serene.
I know, isn't it beautiful?
This is the Yuyuan River. Yuyuan.
It goes into the Lee, I guess.
Some way, shape, or form.
The technique they use for poling is to flip the pole
Yeah, I saw that.
instead of just bringing it back out. It goes real close to my right ear. Yours too, I guess.
Yeah.
But be careful when you're looking back over your right shoulder. I'm trying to finish an email to Italy, but I don't think I'm going to do it on until we get back to the hotel.
Federal Aviation Authority.
In order for anybody to sell an airplane, they got to certify it. And in order to certify it, the manufacturer has to go through the DER in flight testing to make sure they're doing everything right. And we're having a little bit of disagreement on how they're doing things
Oh.
for the last 5 years.
How who is doing things?
FAA.
The company is a Augusta Western out of Milan, Italy.
Oh.
Someone is finishing up their laundry. Amazing. Here we go, brother. Holy cow! We almost went in! Did you guys see that?
My pants were wet.
I almost went in! My iPhone is dry! Did you see that? I almost went in!
My pants are wet.
Are we alright, hon?
Yeah.
For a minute I thought I bought the farm. I'm not worried about it. I know I can handle the water. It's just with my camera.
You were more than 40 degrees.
He was panicking.
You were on the uphill side. How wet is Paul?
Is Paul wet?
I'm pretty wet.
It went all the way up.
My wallet's wet. I thought I smelled something good.
He felt, I mean, it felt like he was leaning toward me, but
Gravity.
Smells good. Smells good. Hello. No, ma'am.
is he right behind? Oh, yes. I feel bad to wave at you.
Everywhere you go, they ask you to help them buy some things. You feel guilty when you don't buy from them. You know that this is how they know this is how they make a living. But we have found a real live water buffalo, and this animal dates back many centuries with China. Keeping in mind that families could only have a limited number of children, it was important. This is the John Deere of China, the John Deere tractor. I just came up with that as I'm videotaping this. But the water buffalo is important to help do some of the more difficult things on the farm.
Like fertilizing?
Well, fertilizing would be in there, but I think it's more pulling things, pulling hose through the field. Is this beer fish? This is just along the side of the road in Hangzhou. Bicycles are a very big business here. Another great lunch here in Hangzhou. We are in a restaurant not too far from our hotel, and this is the scene. Some of us won't be eating today, and that's okay. Leaving our restaurant facility. Silver Cave in Hangzhou. This is Thursday afternoon. Merchants here. Chestnuts roasting over an open fire.
Breakfast, not nipping at
Corn on the cob looks great.
doesn't it? Yeah.
That's the. What's this?
It's tofu.
No.
Oh yes.
What's
With
that?
hot spice on it.
Rice cakes.
Chinese cake.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Those are like corn cakes.
Hot. Hot.
Cast iron. And those are those special eggs.
Look at that guy. Where's he coming from?
Okay.
We are going inside the Silver Cave.
No, you don't have to give it back, but you need to. So when you get inside, see so many steps. Don't take off.
照这边，还更好的景点就是说我们这个人是。
那个后面那些呀，给你这个东西。
나 이때 살아다 시간 파래.
That's what it's waiting for.
We are walking through Silver Cave, and it's a rather exciting experience. It would be a big hit in the States come Christmas time, I'll tell you that much. Cool, man.
Those darker places, but they're still light. You know, so
The exit of Silver Cave. What an incredible excursion. Oh man.
For those big potatoes. And they have the business meeting for the G20 on the other side of the river. I will show you, I pointed out to you later. And you can see the two buildings, an outdoor stadium and an indoor stadium. It's almost being finished for the Asian Games 2020. That's the G20 venue. That's the G20 venue. That's the Hangzhou Expo Center. Expo Center, Hangzhou Expo Center. Oh, it takes about 100 years to finish it, and it's still being used partially the southern part of it. Many parts of it in the north have set it up. It's not good for navigations, but the southern part, we used to have lots of barges to transport the cement, the bricks, and sand. 1/3 of the e-commerce in China is from this city.
It's their equivalent to Amazon.
1/3 of it, of the e-commerce is from this city. And literally, you could travel in this city with a smartphone, with Alipay or WeChat Pay. And you don't need to have a cash. You can survive. Even the small peddlers will take it. Yeah, not everyone, every small peddlers, but many of them will take it. All the shops will take it. Okay, so this is the river, the Chinatown River, famous for its tidal ball, the tidal wave. It's going into the East China Sea, less than 50 miles away from here. And on the other side of it, and probably on this side, you can see that. See two interesting buildings, a golden ball. Yeah, shortly you're going to see them, see it from this side. You can see them, you know, the golden ball is the convention center as well as the Intercontinental Hotel. That's the venue for the business meeting of the G20. Now, this is we are on the southern side of, east side of the lake, and southern side of the lake, and you can see some of the interesting buildings on the left-hand side. And many of them can be dated back to the 30s, 20s, and the 30s, and not the Porsche, okay? And this group of buildings belonging to a very famous art school, China Art School of China on your left-hand side. This is the main campus, and that's the most famous art academy in China. It's a hard.
We are walking to West Lake and a rowboat ride, but it's a very beautiful Hangzhou. Very beautiful Hangzhou. Beautiful in its own right. Different. It is beautiful. Just like I was told. I was told to go to Hangzhou. We're here. And where are you all from?
What do you think?
Australia!
Australia?
Aussie!
Is Australia a country?
Yeah. It's just north of Tasmania.
What do you want?
What's your name? What's your name?
Stay an extra day.
So it looks like the rain's coming.
And this is Woody, and Woody has pulled a few strings. The rains were coming. We needed to take alternative boats, and Woody got it done. Love this guy, Woody. So does Linda. It's like you wouldn't believe. It's like one of those Harry Potter movies where you expect the plant life to start talking to you. I mean, that's just beautiful. I love it. Graceland has found an alternative. We have found an alternative. This is wonderful. Actually, to be exact, there's no communist countries in the world because communism is a goal for you to achieve.
So what they call the communist countries, they are all socialist countries, but they are aiming for communism. But most of the things in China are being done nowadays in the capitalist way. So many things is okay, as long as you do not say you want to overthrow the communist country, government. Other than that, you can criticize the government and this and that. It's no big deal. Okay, just like people believing any kind of religions, it's free, as long as you do not get involved in the politics. That's the bottom line. If you get involved in the politics, you might get into trouble. 110 candidates, so you can choose who will be the president for his rest of his life. It's government, then you get into trouble.
We see a lot of like journalists that get into trouble because they say
又没有双层人间，长路大晚长街，又那个。
Wow, we're getting on the bus right before a rainstorm. We are taking in a show in Hangzhou. I missed it until you told me. Look at the bridges in the distance. Thank you. Oh, this is beautiful.
Oh, they're dancing over by that pagoda. See the people in front of them?
Yes, my beloved. is incredible. This is outside our skyscraper hotel room in Hangzhou, and we've got a nice morning planned. The weather has cooled considerably, but this is a nice facility we're staying at. This is our next to last hotel room. This was the building we saw from atop the 30th floor. This is what it looks like on the ground. And there's the other building we saw from our hotel room. Having trouble this morning with my arm, my wrist, it's really sore.
Oh, I can give you Panama.
I've never shot so much videotape in my life, at least in one 10-day period. Hangzhou, China. Evelyn wanted me to point out that we were up there.
And the 33rd floor was
The
the restaurant.
33rd was a
You can
restaurant.
See that
I do
curved
see
area.
it. I see it, hon. Let's go. There's the Sakimas, always ready to roll. First stop on Saturday, our second Saturday in China, Mr. Hu's house. Mr. Hu's house. The team has been rejuvenated. Good rest for everyone last night. We did not have to get up early.
And so we use the copper coin.
Hello.
The earth is square. The earth is a square. If it's not square, how would you stand up? If it's round, fancy cars, fancy bags. But in old days, this guy, he did not want to show off. So his front door in the small alley used to be like this. And the front door is very small.
白手起家，凭借其超凡的能力，在中国商业史上。
And that's the actor. They have lots of rainfall. The rainy season is coming next month, right? And so usually it's very damp. And so that's why usually they have the reception room downstairs, they have the bedroom upstairs. And with instead of for rich families, usually iron ones in old days, and for the and I might also point it out to you that his good connection to all ever in China, in the neighboring province.
And this is where they exported China.
To the States. And then we can see a beautiful flower garden. So that was the condition, part of the conditions of the house before it was repaired.
Ivy that I see climbing up the wall.
Beautiful. 1, 2, 3.
Typical Chinese style garden. When we talk about the Chinese style garden, we have a 4
Details. You think they were there? I think that was natural, don't you think?
Well, that's what I mean. They must have been there. They couldn't possibly have brought those in.
Oh, they make those little Chinese people do a lot back then.
Mr. Wu's house.
Because they want to build a house with the gardenings, with the rocks in it, to represent the hills, like hills and mountains outside. A tablet, stone tablet.
Nice and quiet and private.
这我们往前走，这个叫小曲桥。这个小曲桥它比较窄，大家过的时候一定要注意安全。
Yeah, see, way up
The kids would love that.
That's the point.
What's the matter, Linda? Family members are here enjoying their time together. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good to see you. USA. USA. Very nice.
How? Where did they go to the bathroom?
Oh, they could go out. Oh, they have a Oh, they have night bottles, you know, for them, and they
Dragon
clean them
effect.
every day. And I will show you some.
I like this pattern. I would call that moss with a little bit of sprinkling of rock. This direction, that direction, this direction, that direction.
And this section.
Are those carvings up there a symbol of
Yeah, all from fortunate stories before the house was built in history. They got good fortune stories. So they built the house with those carvings inside the house to bring good luck to the family. That's the way we always do in our days.
You can see a little boy head hanging out there right now.
The room for the master's study. And as you can see, come over.
因为龙象征天子嘛，那个时候就皇帝才可以用啊。这草龙据说是代表民间的龙，就民间用的比较多啊，它是一种吉祥图案，所以或许才把它作为装饰啊。然后这边还有上冠，我们可以站在上面看一点啊，这边有点远。这边上冠就摆在上冠这个装饰。
And in the master's bedroom, sitting room, you will see a huge one, which is costing you a fortune. Shelves, bookshelves, and his desk, and he has to open up the windows behind it to get more light inside. There's an ATM machine over there. Bank of China.
put that there?
That's the information.
How much did you say?
Look at the little chairs.
It's so cute.
1/3 of the city revenue by that time. It's something like 700,000
dollars.
Silver. The money, the local Chinese money.
What is this? I'm sorry.
Okay. Now you come to see this brand new stuff. This is a Buddhist shrine, a private Buddhist shrine. Mr. Hu's mother was a sincere Buddhist, but the religion, the old folks, and the, Karl Marx said religion is open to the people. So, see, under the communist rule, right?
There's a sticker on it. I don't know what it says. Not the one I went there to the garden. So I thought if I had a rain barrel.
You don't have a hose? Oh yeah, we got one.
Very comfortable. Well, he's got her own quarter next door.
This is the courtyard where they would wash things, I guess, after breakfast. But this is where they would, well, in the foreground is the kitchen. Everybody seems to be very impressed with seeing the kitchen this morning. This is our second Saturday in in China together.
Because we are going out from that section, so you can walk around. You're not taking the steps. You can walk around here, flat. If you don't want to go down the steps. Bedroom upstairs and the sitting room downstairs. You can see the house. And as you can see that up over there on the terrace, usually the family occasionally.
Saturday morning in Hangzhou, notice the laundry hanging outside what appear to be fairly affluent apartment complexes. They have wash machines here that are electric, but the Chinese people have not, they've not been overly impressed with dryers. They like the open air drying of their clothes. This is the 6th something six something pagoda.
See the pagoda?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
We're moving. Actually, you'll see that. 60,000 of this to make 1 pound of dried tea leaf. To answer your question. So usually it will take 3 goes, 2 days. Each day, 10 hours to pick them. When you pick those, 1 pound of dried one. So when you pick them, you pick only a dozen from one bush and pick another dozen for another bush, because we believe you have to pick the right leaves on the right day, not 1 day earlier, not 1 day later, to ensure the high quality. Okay, so the girls might come back again to the same bushes for another dozen the next day or after. So that is how. So it's a selective job. It can never be picked by machine, because when machine do the picking, they pick them all. No discriminations. So this is why they have to be picked by hand, and those are not trimmed, so that we can still see some of the young buds. Like the others on the way in, all trimmed, very low bushes. If you don't trim those bushes, they can grow as tall as a tree. Then you need a ladder to climb up to pick those leaves.
When they trim the bushes, do they take all those leaves off and make like cheap tea for Americans that don't know any better?
No. They just cut them.
Yeah.
They don't use the leaves.
You don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's true that when we drink the tea, the green tea, if it's picked by hand like this and dried by hand, if you are skillful enough, the leaves are not broken, then you ensure the high quality tea leaves. Okay, so that is why they all have to hand picked and hand dried. Characters of the green tea from here: light green in color, fragrant in aroma, nice in shape. What does it mean? Whole leaves, 2 leaves with the vitamin T, and delicious in taste. Those are the 4 basic elements or characters of this dragon well green tea, or they call it Longjing green tea. Yeah. So usually girls do the picking, men do the drying process, because you need delicate fingers and patience to do the picking. And then the tea seeds, and then the seeds can be used for the next crop, or making the tea oil for the face cream.
Oh, is that it?
Now, yeah. But if you taste it like this, we all process. It's not only for the storage purpose, but more importantly, through the heating process, you get the essence of the tea, the full taste of the tea. That is more important. So, anyway, the fresh tea also have to be dried. Otherwise, they do not taste like a tea.
Leaf and the bud of a leaf.
You've got to get. So what gives me the taste?
It's just that
all
those
three?
are all 3. Then they'll dry these. See, here's one: leaf, bud.
But this is a kind of a tray they have. They have a straw hat, like that, and then a bamboo basket like this, and they pick by both hands, bare hands they pick them. You don't have a sickle to cut them, no, not like this. Okay, now after the leaves are picked from the bushes, remember we are making the green tea, so we have to dry the tea leaves immediately on the same day. So what they do after the picking, they will wash them properly and then put them on a bamboo container, which is usually about 5 feet in diameter, and loosely lay the leaves on the bottom of those bamboo containers under the shade, to dry them under the shade, not under the sunshine, okay, for an hour or so. Then they are ready to be made, dried. Remember, you don't pile them up when you do the drying part. If you pile them up, the moisture and the temperature in the tea leaves will start the fermentation by itself right away. Then you don't get the green tea leaves at all. So what they do is that. So after the drying under the shade for an hour or so, they are ready to be dried. Now this is an iron wok which is heated by electricity. In old days, firewood. You know, whenever I come to this place, I always miss the old scene from the commune system. Something like in the 80s when I was here with the groups, you know, and they were still working in the commune. Everybody worked together. You walk into a huge room, and there are close to 100 of those walks lined up, several lines. What a sight! What a smell you get with all the fresh tea leaves smells, right? But now, actually, we have dismantled the commune system something like 20 years ago. Really. And then, after Deng Xiaoping came into power, after Mao's death, and then introduced that and abolished the commune system, and to the farmers, nowadays, they don't have to pay any agricultural tax at all. And they are not required to produce anything by the government.
He figured out how to use these leaves for tea instead of medicinal purposes. So they have a shrine here to him. They call him Mr. Tea.
Missing his gold necklaces.
Just try at home, okay? Yeah, thank you very much. And the Chinese we say 谢谢你. Do you want to try? 谢谢你.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, this is it.
Right, go ahead. Just don't mind me. To China. To China.
Two hands, right?
Put your mouth down.
Trying to get the initial reactions. Jane, what was your initial reaction? Did you try it yet?
It's not so hard. I know like that, but
Jane Taylor has tasted the green tea.
But you get a lot of leaves.
Okay, now I can 8.
7.
Very good. If you try to drink water every day, now please. You can see the color, still black. Water just make the color light, not really help you detox. If you drink green tea every day, if you drink a good green tea every day, you can see what happened. May I borrow tea from you? 谢谢. If you drink good green tea every day, this is an antioxidant. This is a detox.
Tea inside a local's home. Lunch inside a local's home.
Okay, just remember, recharge your batteries tonight. I'm not sure if we will have time to go back to the hotel or not before dinner. So just prepare yourself for the whole day outside, okay? So I hope it's not going to be pouring when we get to the station, because for several minutes we'll be in the open air. We have to unload all the luggage and bring them.
You know, just as flavoring I have, but these aren't as neat as the other ones. What is that though? That's not a rice.
It is our last day in China as tourists. This is the hotel, the Crown Plaza. There's the newest member of our tourist team. Here is the group boarding our last Smart Tours bus. It's been a long 2 weeks. Had a nice sit down last night with everybody. Everybody got a chance to share what they thought of the trip, how much they enjoyed it for the most part. Comfortable hotel, not the snazziest as I thought it was going to be. Fine hotel, but not as great as the last couple that we've had. But, you know, third world problem. I mean, really just, I guess you should say a first world problem.
All real ones. They're all import.
This is the Bund. It is an umbrella day for Graceland.
This road, we call it a Bund, okay? Some people call it a Bund. Yeah, different pronunciation, the same meaning. It's a road along the river. This road totally 1.5 kilometers long. So that is the starting until the end, okay? So this river is our mother river, Huangpu River. Huang means yellow. Do you think it's the same color?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, actually it's our mother river. Even our pipeline water is from the Huangpu River, the purified water from Huangpu River. Of course, the quality changing much better than before. Yeah, but before it's terrible. We all got mineral water, but still now we don't suggest we don't drink the pipeline water. Okay, that's new Shanghai. I told you the Oriental Pearl TV tower is designed by Pearl. Did you know pearls? Jewelries, okay, jewelries, and it's according to our point. Who write down the point, and bigger pearl, smaller pearl drop on the jade plate. Yeah, so it has a bigger pearl on the top, two bigger pearls on the bottom and the top, smaller one in between. So Chinese is 大珠小珠落玉盘. Zhu means pearl. Okay, that's the sentences from the poem. Okay, so the two bigger spheres, did you see that over there? Yeah, it's a Shanghai International Conference Hall. Temporarily, there's some international conference, like the famous one, APEC conference hall there. Okay, and but very unfortunately, because it's full, there should be 1, 2, 3, the tallest one, Shanghai Tower, and what we are going to the building named the Worldwide Financial Center, and it looks like a bottle opener. If you look at the guidebook, and also the postcard, you can see that building. I'm sorry, now we can't see it. Normally the postcard or the guidebook is background of that. Take picture of that. Okay, because it's full. So that is also the financial and trading center in Shanghai. More than 3,000 financial and trading companies there. So that's the center of Pudong, a typical center of Shanghai too. That's new Shanghai. So imagine before 1990, there's nothing there. So now a lot of buildings, tall buildings. 1990? Yes, only 28 years history. We call it a new Shanghai. Later, I will tell you why after 1990, there's a lot of building appears and Shanghai developed so fast after 1990. Then look back here, you are going to see the old buildings over there. Sometimes we call it a Wall Street or World Architecture Galleries. Yeah, and because they are the reflection of Shanghai's history. Just tell you some typical buildings, and now a lot of them are banks office buildings. Just tell you some special building. Did you see the building with the triangle part on the top, green triangle part on the top? I just a little bit joke with you. You know, a Chinese man doesn't. It's like I always see that it's like a Green 54. It moved to the People's Square. It's our bank, HSBC Bank. Before at the beginning, is the HSBC Bank. Maybe you heard of this bank. And this building is the most luxurious building along the Bund. It's the most luxurious building. You also see two lines. One open the mouth, another close the mouth. And inside there's very nice picture on the roof. Yeah, so this is HSBC Bank. But you may ask me, the building over there looks like a lotus flower on the top. It's not along the Bund, but it's very nice building. And some people always ask me, there's a hotel, Westin Hotel. Westin Hotel. In Shanghai, a lot of nice hotel, they make a very special and nice design. Okay, so that's old Shanghai. A lot of them are banks, office building, yeah, and customers building, yeah. So this is new Shanghai and old Shanghai. But also a lot of people at night here is very pretty. The people take a cruise. A lot of tourists take a cruise along the river, see the night of Shanghai. So that's why you see a lot of ship, a lot of boats over there. That's a port. Yeah, so people take a cruise on the river. That's
like this.
Yeah, that boat is for
You won't see anything. So I thought we were having shopping today.
International cruise port. Yeah.
Are you sure? You know, people start telling you something, and then you cut them off. Yangshu? Is that what this is?
No.
Hola.
Hi.
There are some choice gift-giving ideas in the souvenir shop.
But I've already read it. The Peace House. Where's the Peace House?
Somebody else, Jean?
Hostile territory,
Oh, okay. Is it time to be back?
No, Evelyn, it's not, huh?
What page was that on?
194.
No, it wasn't. That's what you told me last time, and I was in some.
Peace Hotel.
It's the Hong Kong and Shanghai Bank building.
The Hong Kong and China Bank building.
Shanghai Bank.
Why is it special?
Beautiful mosaic ceiling featuring the 12 zodiacs.
This is a precious shot.
Thank you.
Okay.
要找一个稍微吃的这种事儿吗？哦，它的旁边是肉。会蹲下点。
我刚才都买了这个呀。
Love China.
By the U.S. government.
Shanghai. What is your name, sir?
Tommy, nice to meet you, sir.
And how long have you been working here?
I was graduating from school. I had worked here for 5.5 years.
And you're saying that these specimens are 2 weeks old?
Yes. Another 2 weeks later, they will become the adult. The full size of their body here, I think, as a little finger. And then they start to produce silk.
I've got one question for you, and I don't want you to be offended.
Yeah, I will do my best.
Do they bite?
Do they bite?
Yes, they do. Otherwise, they cannot take the food. Yeah, they only bite the mulberry.
There they are. Those little rascals.
Take a quick look at the life cycle of the silkworm. The life cycle of silkworm lasts about 2 months, and there are 4 different stages. Now, the first stage is reproduction. Shown in the 2 bottles. It's the first stage of reproduction. In this one, there are 2 silkworm moths inside. The smaller one at the bottom is the male, while the bigger one on top is the female. Now, the female is always bigger than the male. Why? Because in reality, these ladies are always kings in the families. This rule is also applied in the animal kingdom. Yeah. After mating the females, lays the silkworm eggs. These are the eggs. Yeah. Each adult female will lay about 500 eggs after mating. Not in one time, in several times.
That one female makes all those eggs.
Yes.
About 5.
Silkworm is cultivated inside. Usually, the silkworm farmers put the moths on the brown paper. So you see the eggs are laid on the brown paper. Later, the farmers can collect the eggs easily. Then, we put the eggs in the incubator. Yeah. The temperature usually controlled around 20 Celsius degrees. 20 Celsius degrees. About 1 day, now the baby silkworms, these are the baby silkworms. About 1 day, they are hatched from the shell and enter into the next stage, the caterpillar stage. Yeah. Now they enter into the caterpillar stage, the second stage, which is shown in this fat body in the middle. To grow from the baby, they are to the adult.
Wow.
4 weeks. Just 4 weeks. Yeah. Mulberry is the only food they eat. Mulberry. Yeah.
Mulberry.
Yeah.
So our mulberry trees have small leaves.
Yeah.
Are they different kinds of mulberries, or are ours not the same?
Ours is different from yours. You see, yours is a tree. The maximum is about 30 meters. But ours is a kind of shrub, fast growing. Yeah, they cannot grow more than 3 meters.
Do yours have purple fruits on them?
The one you to feed the silkworm do not have a berry on the tree. Yeah, so it's a variety of the one you usually see in your own country. It's very different. That's why only China can produce the best silk in the world. Yeah. And these are the babies. Yeah, these are the babies. The worm in this bottle around 1 week old. These are about 1 week old. 2 and 3 weeks, respectively. Yeah, 2 and 3 weeks, respectively.
Respectively.
Yeah, they become bigger and bigger as the time goes. Yeah. Well, 1 month later, here you see they become an adult. Yeah.
1 month.
Yeah, 1 month, exactly. The fourth side here I assume at the little finger. Now they stop eating and are going to produce silk. They're going to produce silk. These are the actual silkworm cocoons. Yeah. You touch it, my friends, then you pass it to each other. Yeah, take some. Yeah. Look. Yeah. These are the silk. These are the silks.
Whoa.
No, I think you want to know how the silk is produced. How the silk is produced. When the worm grows up, its body filled with the liquid proteins. Then it secretes the salivary, the liquid protein from its mouth continuously. Once the liquid protein gets in touch with the air, the fresh air, it turns into the solid filament. The silk is produced. It is amazing, isn't it?
It is.
And when you shake it,
Yeah.
you feel this on the inside. Do not panic, the one inside doesn't come out. It won't come out. What's inside? Well, it doesn't die. Finally, the worm inside changes into the pupa. Yeah, the metamorphosis. You get it? Yeah. Well, at the last stage, the fourth stage, the pupa inside evaporates into the mouth.
So he breaks
like a butterfly, yeah.
He breaks out and flies away.
Yeah. Then you see the mouse, they bite a hole. Yeah, they do bite. Yeah. The mouse bite a hole on the cocoon. They come out. The male with the female, they form a family, have the babies, and then the love circle will start all over again. So it's a circle. It's a circle.
When they come out,
yeah,
they make a hole.
Yeah.
But they do not destroy the cocoon.
If there's a hole on the cocoon, that means the fibers are broken. The fibers are broken. Yeah, fibers are broken. That means only 20% of the pupa in the cocoon, they can survive. They are selected out as seeds for reproduction. The rest of them, they will be killed. The rest of them, they will be killed. Otherwise, you see, they make a hole, yeah? And the fibers on the cocoon are broken. Right. That means we cannot unravel the fibers from the cocoons. They become useless. Yeah. The silkworm farmers' hard work must be rewarded by the silk produced by them. In this way, their death is justified. Yeah. And now let's pay attention to the cocoons. We see they are different insides, yeah? Different insides.
Are they?
Yeah. Some are small, the others big. Yeah. The cocoon, they are different insides. Some are small, the others big. Now let's do in my hands. What's the difference? The smaller one, we call it a single cocoon.
Single?
Yeah, it is always built by one adult worm. I cannot tell you that is a male or female inside. As both the male and the female, they can produce silk. The single cocoon is built by one adult worm, so that only the one pupa inside and one filament on it, which is the one continuous fiber. That means after finding the end of the fiber from a single cocoon, we can get all the silk fibers from it completely. The single cocoon, they are mainly used to make the fabric, the material. It's for the material. While the fine artwork such as rugs and embroideries, they also made from a single cocoon. Another one, nearly 2 times it. This is another different kind of cocoon. It's known as a double cocoon. Double. Normally it is built by 2 adult worms, occasionally by 3. So there are at least 2 pupa inside and 2 filaments on it. The 2 continuous fiber on the double cocoon, they are always tangled or twisted. So it's not easy to, excuse me. So it's not easy to find the end of the fibers from the double cocoon. Yeah. So what's it for? After being boiled in the water, we can rip open easily by hands. Yeah. No, it's very hard. It's too strong to boil. Yeah. Once it's boiled, you see the glue-like stuff takes the filament together, will dissolve into water. Then we can rip open easily by hands. remove the bodies and the remainder inside out, stretch it. This double cocoon will become this kind of like silk stuffing for the comforter and the pillow. Yeah.
Looks like a fake Santa Claus beard.
If the Santa Claus has a head filled with silk, he will never have a coat. We can hardly sleep.
Oh my. Whoa.
You might break it.
I'm rolling. And you can pull it. Feel the strength of it.
No, don't break it, Jane. Don't break it.
No, it's strong, sir. It's strong.
So you could do like 100 cocoons at once, right?
That's thinner than thread.
It is it?
It is thinner than
And
thread.
you see the pupa. The pupa inside, it will appear.
Oh my
God. Unravel. This is the pupa in the cocoon.
Look at that, Ed.
It will appear when all the silk are completely unraveled.
How long does it take to get to that point?
Just 5 minutes, probably 5 minutes. Well, you see, it takes a worm, the adult worm for the 3
This is remarkable.
To make a cocoon. You see, we have a machine. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, this is skeleton like
and then you see we clean them. We clean the fabric. Yeah.
How you clean it?
Now wait now, is there
As this is a nearly maintenance free product, we just put them into the normal water, then let them dry out. That will be okay. Yeah. Without adding anything to the water. This is a nearly maintenance free product. And next, we dye them. We will stretch the fabric. Finally, we can make the clothes, the bed, the stock, very tight. So to make the bed is made, you see the fabric, the material. It is made from the single cocoon. Usually, the adult worms, when they are quite close to each other, they will work together, building a big community. Yeah. And the silk we get from both of them is good. Single cocoons are mainly used to make the material, the fabric. But double cocoon, as the fibers on it are tangled, so we cannot find the end of the fiber from it. Yeah. Therefore, they are used to make the stuffing for the comforters and the pillows. And they are also boiled, yeah, so she can remove it easily. Remove the body.
That's
rinse in water. Yeah. Soon it will be kissed over the small rod form and stretch again. May become bigger. Remove from smaller one. Slap on the big one. Yeah.
Are they dead?
No, they dead. No, they dead. Yeah, they dead.
This is all done by hand.
Yeah, so only you ladies can do it. Well, looks easy, but not easy at all. And it takes the patience. The men like us, we like the patience. Incredible, yeah. Incredible. Yeah.
Come on, Weldon, really try.
You'll be the star if you win me. Yeah. Come on. Okay, you win, yeah. A teamwork. You see the strategy in Yuyuan. Somebody pull it slowly, or the other pull it quickly. Once stuffing reaches desired size, as in my table, put it down. Yeah. Keep repeating the same procedure till the last one. Another cotton fabric is put on top and sew it with this and bottom together. It will be the finished product. The silk-filled blanket. Silk-filled blanket. Yeah. Look at the big marshmallow. Yeah. Yeah, but do not try it. Yeah, they told you it. Yeah.
How many layers?
It depends on the weight of the comforter, my friend. Usually it takes about 600 layers to make a medium weight comforter with 2 kilograms. Yeah, 600 layers. for 2 kilos of comfort. Yeah, well, no, we can join them. Come on. Come on.
Sure.
Come on.
Yes.
Later, we will do it by ourselves. Come on. The kids are the slower the better.
Don't rip it.
The teamwork, yeah. The slower the better. Yeah, so much good, yeah.
Oh, they ripped it. It's
Oh, they ripped
This is the first time, but you just did start job, yeah. And when you do the next one, you'll be much better, yeah. The kids are the slower the better. The slower the better, yeah.
Graceland Pools silk. Unbelievable. This is incredible.
I'm trying to get this palm out of here.
Okay, yeah, good job.
Oh, Linda has an imperfection in her area.
600.
If you are willing to work out here, you are here. Yeah, you're here. Yeah, all you are here. Yeah.
Evelyn, what do you think, hon? Can we afford to have something nice like this?
Can you afford not to? Is this I think
This one is in double, but we have it in the queen, the king. Besides the king, we have it in the shoebreaking and even the California.
We're in the elevator coming down from the restaurant. Our last lunch together as a team. This is the Bund. The word Bund means banks built up to keep from flooding. Shanghai, the Bund. Outside the Yuyuan Gardens, family home. Wow. Going down a corridor to the Yuyuan Gardens.
We were way up there, and then what happened is you fell back. Almost brought your phone, but I thought you
This is cool, man. We are inside the famous tea house here at the Yuyuan Gardens. This man is helping us see the art of turning tea leaves. It's a very delicate process. There are varying temperatures to the cylinder. Obviously, it does not burn his hands.
Yes, he does. She says he does burn his hands.
These people have come from all over the world to see this. Inside the tea house and the Yuyuan Gardens. There's the people over there. There's a nice lady there that helped us.
She says that it does burn his hands, but it works.
Now, what did you learn, Evelyn, the other day? What is he doing exactly? There's the famous tea house. This is the Bazaar outside the Yuyuan Garden. And I have to say it's one of my favorite stops, and it's our last. It's just about our last. Yellow. You do what?
Go upstairs to the hall.
You're acting. They're acting right now. It's for commercial. Commercial. I love it.
It's not very big, just 14 meters tall and 60 meters wide. Well, if you know.
See?
A little fall at the end of that one.
That's all right. Just say.
Like sails. Yeah. Wow.
What is that? Man, I like that. What is that? We are leaving Yuyuan Garden. I loved it. This felt like China, man. A lot of different dialects and people from all over the world. Lots of merchants here. We have left the Yu Gardens. A lot of people trying to sell some product. Everybody trying to make a living. There's my, oh look at, hey. Makes you want to think twice about eating at this restaurant tonight. This is the Confucius Temple.
So if Confucianism is not a religion, why is it a
the people just want to remember. There's a lot of Confucius Temple.
This is the Confucius Temple. This is the next to the last stop for Graceland University.
What's the last stop?
Going up atop the financial center, where I'm going to throw my wife off. I'm not. I love her to death. She knows it too.
The death part isn't really good.
Let's get up that early in the morning. Okay, this way. Okay, so this is
Confucius, great philosopher and thinker, and Confucius. And somebody asked me during what time he lives. A very long time ago, around 551 BC. Yeah, that's very long time. But her philosopher influenced us a lot. Even now, we have inside of the Chinese, the books, the kids, they learn a lot of his philosopher, just like respect the parents, how to behave when parents calling you, how to being a good person. Yeah, but at that time, he stand for Ru thought. Ru. In the former time, we have a Ru Taoism and Ru, and also he stands for the Ru salt. Ru salt, which is served for the emperor, the king. Yeah, so it is that the people not so much fighting with each other, well, we're getting on with each other. So this is a statue of Confucius, and inside of the temple is also his statues. And you can see some people write down. Actually, they write down their good wishing. Then we hope that it come into reality. That's why you see a lot of red cloths or some things. They just donate some money. And we see donation, then they write down their wishing. Yeah, probably now it's more like a little garden, like little park. Yeah, shall we? All of the people when they born, they are all the good people. And just there first because it's. But actually in Beijing there is also Confucius Temple, but the hometown of Confucius is in Shandong province. Yeah, Shandong province in Chu.
Blow that chance.
These are prayer offerings that people have paid to have in the tree.
All the trees.
This is the walkway down to the little garden.
Some wishing, you see, they're writing down. Or some pray for Confucius.
This is cute. I like it in here. I'm glad I came in. Oh, it's bigger. I thought it was.
Written down by books. It is said that he has originally he has over 2,000 students. Of course, his students has more students. Yeah. So then his philosophy lasted for very long.
Yeah. Wouldn't a picture of that says
Is that right?
That's way more expensive than digging up.
Okay, have you taken pictures? Can we go? Minutes to the metro station, and it's in the center of Shanghai. So he loved this location. He doesn't want to change. He said that if I change it, I can't get a so good location. So we bought a house just for put our permanent residential car, including my kids, me, my husband there. So then the kids can go to the school belong to that house. Okay, so only very.
Okay, guys, we gotta move.
We are going to go this way.
Bottle.
Okay.
Square, cut out.
Yeah, I saw it when we were coming in.
Okay.
The observatory entrance. That's right.
来，我们到那边。
Thank
Observatory deck level. Way up, high in the clouds. Goodbye. Hello.
Is this the side we came out? I didn't.
올라가면 식당 여기 있구나.
This is where we're eating last night.
Steamed rolls.
This is pretty cool. Hello. How are you? Good, I'm good too. Graceland is at the train station. This is the Maglev train. And this is Asia's largest train station anywhere in the country. This is it. We are now inside the largest train station in all of Asia. This is the train station. This should be the Maglev train in Hangzhou. And Graceland, a little bit of time to kill, so we're right on schedule. Inside the Maglev train. I forget our assigned car numbers. I just know that there's a lot of people. There's 8 of them. A lot of tired people. But look at Janet Baylor. It's like somebody painted a smile on her face. And even if she was angry, she couldn't get it off. Drives me nuts. Jane Taylor. There's Linda and Sean, 2 good friends. And there's Rex Waller, my good friend.